What's up guys, Luke here, and today we're going to talk about why I will become a millionaire. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, my name is Luke, and we talk about all things personal finance here, whether that be making money or keeping it. So today we're going to be talking about why I will become a millionaire and why my kind of FIRE target is 1 million. So if you don't know what I'm on about with FIRE target, I will leave a card at the top right here and a link in the description below to my FIRE video that goes through what is FIRE and how does it all work. But what my goal is to be financially independent with a net worth of 1 million or more. Even though I would be in the financial position to retire, I don't know if I actually would, but we can get to that 30, 40 years into the future when I'm in that situation and debating whether I want to retire or not. So look, what makes you so sure that you're going to be a millionaire? I saw your net worth update a few days ago and you've got a net worth of 18,000. That's a significant bit off 1 million. We're just about 1.8, 1.9% of the way there towards that 1 million target. Now that 1 million target has been set because A, it's a big landmark, and another thing that works out to be roughly £25,000 a year kind of salary for 40 years. And that's assuming no growth, and that's all in cash. But obviously, you know me and you know this channel, we are going to expect some growth because we are going to work and get that growth. So how am I so sure that I'm going to be a millionaire? Just a little thing known as compound interest. So I've got a compound interest calculator in the background here. So we've got my initial deposit of 5,000. Roughly that's the amount that's in my Vanguard. So that's not including any of my other net worth or any of my other savings in anywhere else. That is just focusing on that Vanguard portfolio. We're looking at 10% interest per year. I feel like that's a safe bet given the stuff that I've invested in and that I'm holding it, as you can see on the screen there, for 40 years. And we're looking at an additional amount of £200 a month deposits. I am currently putting in £100 a month into that and £200 a month into my Help to Buy ISA. But once I've actually bought a house, that money from the Help to Buy ISA will go into the Vanguard. So that will become the £200 a month. So even if you want to take that down to 35 years for talking sake, you could. But I'm saving the money on the mortgage years into the future so I could increase the amount I'm paying into something like this. So once we've clicked calculate, we will see that we have a future investment value of 1.3 million. Yeah, that's a significant bit over 1 million. That's also assuming a 10% annual rate with £200 a month deposits. The S&P 500 since its inception in 1911 has had an average growth rate of 13%, and along with other things I've invested in, they're around about that 10 to 15%, so I went with 10% as that sort of safe estimate. That also takes into account me only depositing £200 a month, but I would be looking as I earn more, hopefully to put more into that as well. So that's really promising. And that's significantly over that 1 million goal. Now that's 40 years, I'm currently 22, so that would be 62. But if you look at the retirement ages where they are now and where they're going into the future, something like retiring at 60 actually sounds like a super early retirement, which is mental for me to think about because I remember people retiring in their 60s and their 50s even. So that kind of, it almost sounds quite scary that a lot of people might be working till their 70s and 80s. So most of this actually comes from interest and not my actual deposit. So with £200 a month for 40 years, that's a total of 96,000 in monthly deposits. But I'm earning 1.2 million in interest on that. So you might be like, wait, 96,000 in deposits, but you're earning 1.2 million in interest. How the hell does that work out? This is this beautiful thing known as compound interest. So if we look at the first year, we have £5,000 of deposits and no interest. Then the next year, we have the £200 a month, so that's £2,400 of deposits, and then we gain £600 of interest. So that's almost the same as another 3-month deposits, meaning we're now up to 8,000. So we started the first year with 5,000, then 1 year's passed, we're up to 8,000. The next year passes and we're up to 11,300. We earn £900 in interest until we reach the stage on year 6 that we're earning the same amount in interest every year as we're actually paying in. and then it continues to grow and grows and grows and grows until you scroll all the way down to 39 years and I'm earning more than £100,000 per year in interest. So let's say you are planning on doing the sort of £25,000 a year retirement. Feasibly, you could actually retire after 25 years. So I could in theory retire at 47, assuming I was paying into this amount, and then I'm living off the interest. But there's a couple of kind of problems and caveats with that. If you are at that stage and you are looking at retiring, so the first year you're making £2,000 of interest and you're paying yourself that 25,000. But then that's leaving you at year 24 as well. So what if the markets don't do as well that year and actually you only earned 22,000 in interest? Then you're actually eating £3,000 into your pot at the end of the day. So then with that 3,000 less, you're earning less interest. So if the markets don't do well again, then you're eating more. Now, I don't think you would be at the stage that you would run out of your entire thing. You're my age at 22 and you're looking at that 25 years into the future, you're looking at 47. Let's say you live until you're 90. That's another 45 years. So you really want to be kind of sure that that money is there and that's not going to kind of go down a significant amount or go up a significant amount. This is kind of where people speak about this 4% rule, where they'll only take out 4% of kind of what they're making to ensure it does keep on growing. I'm not entirely sure about that. Obviously, with all this stuff, I am only 22 years old, so this sort of stuff will change into the future, I think. But I do think it's super useful to kind of have a look at this and actually realize that your kind of little amounts every month do add up. Because let's stick some other figures in here. So you might look at this and you're like, £5,000 initial deposit, that's mental. I don't have nearly that much. I can't pay in £200 a month. So that's not feasible at all. So let's look at £50 a month and we'll look at a £500 deposit. So if you're looking into retirement and you're like, okay, I don't have a significant amount of money for kind of a private pension, but I do have £500 to kickstart it and I am looking at maybe £50 a month. And let's say you don't have 40 years. Let's say you're in your 30s to 40s and you're looking at maybe 30 years. You might be like, well, there's probably not any point in me doing a £500 deposit and £50 a month because I'm not going to get anything. Well, let's have a look. So even with something like a £500 initial deposit, £50 a month, you're still looking at a future investment value of £111,000. But obviously this £111,000 isn't close to this 1 million figure that we were looking at earlier. So let's actually say that you do have a public pension, but this £111,000 extra will make your life easier. You're only paying in £18,000 over those 30 years and getting £93,000 worth of interest. So even if you only take maybe £5,000 a year from that, that's going to last you a solid kind of 20 or so years. Not to mention the interest that it'll gain as well as you leave it. So let's say you are 30 and you actually retire at 70. We change this to 40 years and we'll see this £111,000 change and go up to more than £300,000. So if you can kind of just wait it out, then you can really buff this up even more. And that's £300,000 from only £50 a month. So I hope this video and this look at the calculator has motivated you guys. If you haven't already looked at the financial independence retire early movement or just looked at your retirement at all, I hope this has sort of motivated you saying, well, actually, it doesn't matter how much you make. It matters that you start doing stuff with your money as soon as possible. I will make a video on Vanguard, which is my platform of choice for index funds, and how you would go about setting up a £50 a month or £100 a month direct debit to kind of get yourself kick-started. So if you do want to see that video, subscribe and turn on the bell icon to be notified when it goes up. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.